Well, good evening. My name is Joshua Imiori. I'm Chief Executive of Southside Young Leaders Academy. And I've been at Southside now I'm in my 5th year. I really love the charity, and I'm overjoyed to be presenting to you today our cause, our work, and the difference we're making. So thank you for the opportunity. I grew up in South London, went through state comprehensive education, and can really relate to what the boys are going through. I went through it myself. I grew up in a borough that has the highest teenage pregnancy in London rates. And for me, I guess I avoided a lot of that because of strong parenting and good fortune. I eventually went through academia, and I'm still in academia myself, studying education and looking how we affect policy as we go forward into our charity. So I joined in 2010 and met our founder, Andy Walker, who's actually here, and his wife, and I was really inspired by the work of the charity. It was about prevention, getting in there early, and it was about strong, positive male role models, which blew my mind. I was really cynical as to how come they started this charity. But here's some of our lovelies. So the issue we set up for is fixed terms exclusions, and there's a disproportionate number of black boys year on year permanently excluded from schools, as you can see here. I hope to show you lots of graphics, lots of visuals, and keep you entertained as the last person. And in essence, the work we've been doing, we would like to say we've contributed to this decline, but there's still the disproportionate number of mixed race and black boys being excluded. The social damage this causes is that New Philanthropy Capital, through their research, have found it's around £63,000 estimated cost to society if you go through the whole lifespan of a young person in terms of lost earnings through poor qualification, crime, health and social service engagement. Met Police data shows that 54% of street crime is black males, 59% of robberies is black males, and even more alarmingly, 67% of gun crime is black males. Yet 1/4 of all exclusions could be prevented. And this is really significant because research also shows that the correlation between permanent exclusion and poor life chances is there. So we are really enraged by these statistics, and we're really fighting and championing prevention. So we're South London focused. We're working at the moment in 3 boroughs, Southwark, Lambeth and Lewisham, as you can see. Those boroughs have 60 to 80% ethnic minority populations. Lambeth school population, in fact, is 84% ethnic minority. Not sure where everyone's going. We've got a theory of change, and I've put this slide up here to test your eyes. Here's the one I'll explain what the theory of change is. Basically, our theory of change last year was fortunate enough to be accredited by Project Oracle after 7 years of developing and proving our impact. We have 4 main categories of activities. That's skills training, social and emotional training, educational engagement, and parent engagement. We delivered those based on some assumptions, like, for example, the boys don't have very severe learning difficulties. And then we start seeing some changes. Those changes, as we continue with the activities, based on more assumptions, lead to 5 outcomes which we measure. That's self-regulation, self-esteem, improved behavior, raised aspirations, and academic levels. And this enables us to reach our ultimate aims, which is providing increased opportunity and helping them realize positive life paths. So, an idea of a typical journey for a young boy. We in essence see them for over a 3 to 4 year period. So we expect that when they start, they could have possibly low engagement in community activities, and perhaps a low positive attitude to school. And over the 3-year period, we expect to see improvements in all these areas. In terms of our ARCs, today we're asking for £6,000 to support our Saturday Leadership Project. So when the boys come to us, I can talk to you a lot more about the times and activities, how they work. £3,000 will go towards our annual sailing residential. We take 12 boys to the Isle of Wight for a week, and we challenge them on the waters, teamwork, rigging a boat, and then also challenging their fears on water. I brought one of our young leaders here today, Fletcher Hutchinson, who's I dragged, but he's willing to answer some questions at the end. If 6 of you donate £100 each, that sends a boy sailing, and if that continues, we can send all 12 sailing. And we also want to provide another positive role model. I would have showed you the very last slide, the riots of 2011, when a disproportionate number of those boys were involved. I think I'm back up. And I want you to invest today in their futures, in society's futures, in really providing positive life paths. Thank you.